Betilin alale mbali jekan mbali muikan wodongo ndolbe dahatale Mengbe kering alingantilin nyulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahan Mengbe kering gabo nyine nyama mbaliko nyine belori jaliban na doya nyolbe dahata betilin alale mbali jekan mbali muikan wodongo ndolbe dahatale Mengbe kering alingantilin nyulula nyuluna damunela kambe dahandi yo mbaliko jaliban na doya nyawanya mbaliko
TAF Africa Global Walle Office da sona yarim ba sotalie ila madiba molo kono mimbe TAF Burfoot Garden silabaka nin commercial office holding in 24-hour security system la nata standby generator air condition conference room mi yalan ko ni la staff sul sala mitino sotoje ani fansum cash power ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka warat ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ko pour mo lene taraje ta batala ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka ni la doko be nyomoyla wotela nyiniro be dafa katun TAF Africa Global yanyin commercial officer le sotale la TAF madiba mall bumba kono mimbe Burfoot Garden silabaka na telephone bundal kumane ba memo 733-3363 733-3363 no hanika bin email info@tafafricaglobal.com alabaka
Yaya Instant Services, the coolest and most awesome way to send and receive money worldwide. We're simple, swift, and secure. Send money in 3 simple steps. Select country, add receipt details, and remit the amount. Super fast and easy with unbeatable rates. Get funds deposited directly into your bank account in the Gambia with no third parties involved. Our coverage includes UK and Ireland, Europe, and all over Africa. Transfer money with any device and get an instant email or SMS notification. In fact, transfer money and have it received within minutes. Visit us at www.yaye.co.uk and get instant access to latest rates, free calculator, mobile top-up, track your transactions live wherever you may be, and so much more. Contact us today and revolutionize value for monetary transactions. Available now on the Apple App Store and Android Market.
Gambia French touch le murunta nan kotande nyin silo nin kukuto nkoy ko jiremu expertol te bunda to bunda kala fengol sambana fengo fembar buru France banko kan andum France dawoda isa cikale na ya sambale nan Gambia banko kan Gambia dawoda andum tebe Gambia surata kam motole sam France ise to recommande no le moto nyin saye ya sambana fo Gambia ya dida andida kunda mi alon ko wolbe kobbo kiti sateto e ka building material ul fanan soto jele mini alon ko cementolo anin rotolo ni sifa o sifa min kata na bungolto ite mari mi alon ko be diaspora be bullo la jang ise kumandino le ye oda ke ya quality cemento le cemento ta ya samba foila do kudula a badi ngol nyin ko diatale andum fanan ni sulata nyin second hand jorango da mini alon ko wolle ka bo tubabudu e sifa o sifa ni data la bitikoto French touch kiti sate kono ibe nyum fanan soto la no jele wala kela nyin ko beta dron ali commande nyin telephone
+33 659 43 3820
wala Gambia jang
315 2384
o
746 1330
ha badi ni mu kudi malti de fengo dadi ma a garantie mo French touch jarama alhamdulillah wa yimbe alolatin mbadi ngolu nyimmu kibarol to mi yalon ko akabonan Sheikh Alhaji Karamba Suwane le bulu Madina Suwane wole ko abatandila talibol mume bela kanuntelu muslimolu be dawoda ako sawo sande aka ziyare ba min ke ala sate to madina suwane ko ñinan fanan a sitala man janfa nin ala sonta nin octobre karo minadu na min kono atidi muwan anin nano dimanche dungo wala be kala ziyare batu mi yalon ko abe kala madina suwane dol safo gammo wala talibol be dawoda kanontel be dawoda misilmol be dawoda kabirin Gambia la nyaton kolu Senegal la nyaton kolu Guinea Bissau nyaton kolu Mauritanie nyin kibaro futata dawoda Sheikh Karamba Suwane wala be kumandirola according ala sonta October karo atilimu anin nano wala be kala la ziare bati gamo mi yalon ko ate fongole katamba nyato Madina Suwane wala Suwane kundan ko be dawoda anin talibol be dawoda albunya bije nin kana fo mo koma bayre Madina Suwane duwa jabe dulalo andum fanan se ala haji Karamba Suwane akabe nyin kibaro futandila kibar bungulu bela min yalon ko be Gambia Guinea Bissau anin Guinea Conakry kata fo Mauritanie koy be se fero ke isema be nyindulato bayre nyinan duwal be la falale andun duwa balle fanan be kelaje yo kibaro kabo min fango bulu wala mun karamo mati alhaji Sheikh Abdallah Karamba Suwane Madina Suwane alman beni yosi mbadingolu mbading lamoyer lalo anin jiber lalo mobe dawoda kabirin Gambia le bang fo Gambia e bantala nal mumela be kontongal tola anal jamundan senol misilme ya kontondirola nemo anin kiso badi bari kontondiro ko la mbadingolu bi fanan nsalu bisimilahi alfansum programme to Mengbe kering ka fo wala nyama ka to ko ngadati wala nyama ba fo kan wala fanan nyama andum fanan Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala la man sabaya to drum be continue la ka banke wala nyama bar jadi be dona banke du tombe la filanye la ka programme datinin adatinya kilimona ndalta ka datinin datinya remina wala nyindi ko ka datinin man satalla tola bismillahir rahmanir rahim kadu ka telom man soti kun fayakuno me yalon ko ayendada atele fana ya da femo be dada baddadaru to ay min kento hadama demali amawo ke da fento mali bayring kabirin ay daro ke ay tolle tombon mbemba ka ke kalifoti nim banko kan mbemba di ngol kono ay annabiyo modu tombon ay kilariya modu tombon min yalon ko ay fisamante yadira bari Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala atafama wala tombon kake akanunteji anada kake nyamma kamu flo bediala fisamante yato memu kilare yati anin annabiyo muya bara manda woto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ala mansayato amurunta ay Muhammad tombon nemo ni kisobe miye ayake annabiyo moti ayake kilare ya moti kanyim fulo bedia amanda wala anata ke kunton koti annabiyo mon min yalo ko tambita anen kilare ya modu Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ay Muhammad le tombong ay min ke kunton koti anata moro ka Muhammad nemo anen kisobe mi ka wo fananta ka ke e kumfaramati asano la dawoto bara manna dawoto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ay Muhammad la makamo la fa anana man dafa ngana makamo futande mento wala mo ka fisiyande dafa mo beti Muhammadu mo hadama de wonati wala nan to hadama de mo min nyanta mo wato bela wala min ko o man so ka tentu ka jayi alen ka warande tentro anin jairo anin warandiro mi yaron ko amandandu lasoto ni wo botaje sedwana sabante frede fo Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala c'est la jamul sonea ka folo na kunti ba fama Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ana la dimbayalo ana la saibolo anin misilme sabante frede to marbe ala o mare Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala nemo anin kiso ke dundi jannatul firdaus nse man sodani ko den bi fana nyinya wala to min be kering fo asentan kaje nangala masi bora bare asemmanta ben nangala kairora me muluna ka kando nyina bulu kum faya kuna to man soto mi yalon ko akala jongolu kere tombon jongolu kono ateda taka jongol min kandande wallantenatul mume be ala o mare ala subhanahu wa ta'ala e bula wo jongolu kono be melo kanda kado ko man sata lada atena yara jongol min kanda setano de iblisa abuke filindino iblisa dunna kote filindira kodo nyin duniya kodo makamu duniya la nyin sembo wani nyin darajo kilin mutije mi yalon ko iseta mari filindino nyin be kote filin la walle sela nyin nako sulu saji malu say sayon kalabanteru nafikolu hasidolu fasikolu kilin fanan buka tara nyin kono min yalon ko ise filindino wala nga muru man satalla kan ko nga dani yin kamala bi fanande na nyawala mimbe kede nga dati nati lo toba sanwana bismillahir rahmanir rahim ba danira fansa kum fano nin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin to man sonyin ka tentu ka jayi anin ka warandi tenturo anin jairo anin warandiro mi yaron ko dandulata baade woni jinne mo fadda koti na nyinya wala kono mimbe keri misal mu mela be bismillah alfansum programme yo bido annater kanu de la pamodu boja ndele muron tale nan jam kote yo mini yalon ko bi wolle globe nim programme ko foro wala mo taf africa global ti mini yalon ko to mo nyonta wonati ning anata new innovations kaje ko kabun kendo lulo anin kordal ke wafi sai ko smart city yo ne wobota je woni yaye money transfer services yaye itodu nyantangol le mutinana da kodikiola bari itodu dawoda ni bije doron ye kodo kini tole akatare ya bake ando fanan ni la faka bank account ri yele Gambia anin ka topopol ki kabrin telephone network ba kada fo cash power yaye ka beleke wala ma fare ko ala barka bake jarama dum bade wono bina na kachabe kala minti wala mo victimont Gambia bari muna nan ko victimont jumala mo victimont wollo mo jimine yalon ko yaya jammela mararo kono e tora ko sotaje fatata kete balajanoti wol mo victimont dat to nyalo ka fole yaya jammela watola mo be mo victimont Gambian ko be mo victimont bari tonya na ke victimont fanan abe nyo nyato le komi dunia jam ko be nyo nyato nyami bari ni nata jibe abala fa wata because mbe mune kono mbe political sangle kono waya kul ku mayande back katu ko Yaya Jamme another APRC to nyalo don sa fo pamo do kaka APRC ma sign ninga mira wala ka kenye fantasy lati mona nan te APRC la kumo fala because mbe ni mess min bacon is because of Alliance for Patriotic Foreign Orientation now animalo nyadi wale ni problemo base up 22 years a base tamoneka ala mutalo ala butelem ala bailem ala soronnom minuli yalon ko inil luwa bukatando because Gambia mo luwa soto luwa min ka fo ala buti Gambia e luwa soto le luwa min ka fa ala fa bare faare nyale biji ni e mo fa ye fo ye samba sentence to death bare wobe kere Gambia le hanibi pour que soron pour ye fa mamo ya mamme science na mo ko yankuba toure ya soron ne pour ka fa andu ni ba fala ibe jurole kala kamala ya city centre atara yondinje fani so what do I be ya bari ala buti hani what do I ya modu aje mingo ala buti hani so ibaje la ko yaya jamila maroro be keta nyennati so waya sabu tonyalo banku fo na ke kilinti le wala mo reconciliation na yamfa nyoye na ke kilinti isaje ko banko se move no nyato woku mata baki bari jumal le nyanta yamfala fayta le nyanta yamfala moye bang momi yalon ko wala bala jano sotobi ite le nyanta yamfala moye bang momi yalon ko ye wala la mo faji wala na nyinko manya na kala sembot and nyinko manya na kala ko because ndella fetale ka keten nyinko nyanta kala mende wala mo kachaje and wo kacha an se kacha nyawo nya kacha be dandula mu munati wala mutonya ay sabati kiti e kundu bari ni mo fula den tanyola mo fula dun tanyola ika katale tonyalo ni e tonyalo ye tonya tiyola tonya diala min bolota min mambolo ya tandiela ko ite mambolo ibajara nyindulatu ni telebe o mo fulolu tema ye barajo soto je baken because ye nyindo ya marle rasul ya fo nyami e moronte nyindo fana ya marle rasul ya fo nyami ibajara ni woketa mon min yalon ko hakile mallo because min ruketa wolte mudunna nan jankote aketa la fokaba bari fanan niya tara justice manke kitiyo yake bolote me yake ayalon kontela nganinka asonta kontela nganinke anata murunga ay bolo seroke ne wonten abe repeat lale again abe tula repeat lale ando nyabe wo scenario ke jekan so wala na justice is very important bari nina rajibe bi na kala mutako esambay fal ni wato kuna tata kafuta victim on dami yalo ko jelo victim center anu ngajele politician on mini yalo ko bijam amamme back ngajele ni victim on marched. We saw the commemoration of Solo Sunday and others. But Mansakunda as a government, it will be Montole for any perpetrator Lombang, for any victim on them. Well, I don't go by the near Jenka or court Jama Manka Gambia be Missile but Missile Monesiat. And democracy is about majority. Even though democracy ko majority nyanta exists lale minority horoma ye bunya minority majority acknowledge ye horoma ye bunya wodulal katano but nim majority ka ba abisla minority ka man songala minority yala dro classes is bound to happen so wati nyanta le na hakilo to na kuntio kila Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam ay muna fani ako nin mbadi ngol ni fasa sako min keta gabbi be mum mbadi wonati minul yake foloto jandimbe to nyalon nka fole molle ka bonam banda min kana nyintin kole yake gambia dingote hanyila kanyinki nganyina bare kabirin to nya commission lota minul be fintita commission nyaatile wona ndele nga kare fa ndele nga kare buti ndele nga kare sene ndele nga kare nyapinkam nyinul be keta monati ibe keta tolleti modol mambodam banda kana kanyinul fo ndol fangol dingol ndol fangol mamarengol ndol fangol barindengol ndol fangol kelo ndol fangol falo wala lota kajin ko banke yake jumanda yake kotol lela yake dol lela yake barimol lela yake falo lela yake balu lela yake barimusol lela because be mo nyin gambia wala war reconciliation o manyana kwaliala ni atara tata nin silona reconciliation baliata woto because be hani victim on them perpetrator ni benda ni ko salamu alaikum kanyo jole ibuka nyo yera hani e kanyo jole kabirin TRRC kata fo abanda nenema mo any incident min kata sate kono like crime related to TRRC mo nenema mo so wala Gambian ko say yamfuno nyoyele bari mune ya yamfo koleyan wala man sala hadani roti mansala hada nyiro yalo nimmobe baramaren nimmobe toraren momi yalo ko ya balo jani ibuka hadani annun wolkan sende munaka wala mu kununti kuno ni tabe mansa kundale walle ko le wi jamme tanatela bandi be nyin karadolla hani totota isa foy ko yelu wala tina wala ya sabu ni nata ya jibe selective justice, rampant corruption, nepotism, and then tribalism ni make ku wala bento daman la banko tinya fansen hakilo to nyenul so ning hakilo bakam rambo jata mu munati gambia kono lafta nyini karo kala wala jumalo mu ramboti ndenga rambo millo wo mu film player wo mu actor John Rambo nga wala ne wo mu American actor nata muro nga rambo do fana lonno wo mu na de mala wudo lati yalo birika man ko ngalo don betal la nyiji bela mini yalo ko ndesan ali sene ba ali ala wato kalamuta wato mi yalo ko kata jalambang tubabu nya kantola nyamin dor bi jere wo mu wulu musolati rambo bi jere wo mu wulu keleti ma ni ma ko de ani do baram bi jere da fere nyo da nyu wulu do tola they are very wo wulo lo buka suloje la woni sulobe sando e kala fi sella le fan na buka wulo la saloje bar wo sulola wo wulo e kala fi sella sulono mala sando wadon kara sula demo la jaramba rambo bi jele nyamindor bi jele mara ninjuma fele nyana nyu wuro musuba do tola so bijem nata moy ko dore bana bota bakaw ato mu rambo la dingo je rambo go yara fandu in my party agara voice go yara fandu rambo bakaw ko nya ha bota bakaw le wato minne kanyini because abe munen rambo be UDP le ya jamme ya muta katap rambo ye manta wato ndebe no mundo wato ndebe daily observer karambo nyini itata rambo tara muntore itata rambo tara sarangai police station yara fay rambo ma bo waleto mole rambo nyini Gambia kono foy barare ma rambo bari ndela fokumante journalist do bi de mi alon ko nyon journalist o don Fabakar Sisi
ay nyinne fonun ko rambo jedula tema beta nun jele wato rambo discover go rambo fele yara ba abe mamo in saranga police station ya jam bari beren rambo findita nan folo rambo tem mo baraka matide alanga hakilo to rambo to de rambo is a security threat de mo jamale bije mine yalo ni lote ka fole pamodu is a security threat bari to la ke security threat ndeka wole wanyare nyene asabu bukal lono itoro mu mindi e ka mori ka wala ndeka dunia be yalo pamodu is preaching peace kairo e sabati banko e tanyato sunyaro e bang mbe nga balu nyinno mo gambia te lafta gambia men ba nindi amute la kuwolle la kalabande yaldoro isafo ha pamodu pareta fitino ro bonni la nyimba go ka tara mundo abe kalabande yaldoro ha rambo kabiri ramboje rambo e min foro kumbo rambo ma foy ko mbukanku laftanku la amo rambo ma foy ko konkole ben rambo ma foy nadimba ya lule rambo e munaf according to Fabakar a fango saba ko Fabakar he bar musuko min ben rambo alhako boyde nyinne keta la fokumo bi wolle be decision maker wolle be around to la president mi alonko ni atare ya ni la dulaje no faisata isata so ni wolbi je hadani ro be kering reconciliation obe soto no la nyaadi da la fon abe soto no la nyaadi bayden TRRC la reporto binga ganan ko mo imba sambala nan janna do mon gana ganan ko minimum victim nin tol ngamira yaya jammela nyin ko mun tol da male la koti nganyone ne li baro mun ci dara nyim walati yaya jammela nyin ko is beyond baro is beyond Gambia ndol sa no le yes yam for that one typical example lafta mode millo b Rohingya ila case Indonesia jumale be kitindiro la ngamira ndol Gambia be kitindiro la munana haji le bije yaya jamme fanan bankol min pareta yaya jamme kitindira wota meta siala so badi mon alin nam fonyo nyokatun wata keno la saya borot nyokatun wata keno la sa ganam ko do diamota mina o fe nan jan bari min important da wala min ko rambo ganam ko muna na TRRC delayed justice delay is justice denied kamola bolo ka dukundi ka bolo dukundo waka problemo le sa sambanande akana muneke nakaro le ka wulu wokon because nim bolo dukuta fa meta nakaro ka kunno wakono le hadama de wala interest kam nyina ina Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala aman jalayir ke hadama de wonti ay femo bedi hadama de wala foka ken jalayir because nin hadama de wala jalayir dole bi je wodu ba korobula ne dole mi je nana da wani ya wani babu sweet mouth la la de wani fa wani yota no la dole mi je wani be ni ko di tumbale fengol la bonde se fango mu isela fengo bedi ala wala na ala ko hanede nda kala wala bi gon dole hadama de mo wala nyam bari je rambo jata lota jako TRRC la reporto terbe siri terbe wala batokan ala fo nyefo rambo manke fitina ndonde ni nata jibe Gambia the amount and the level of crimes na mimmoy at the TRRC directly from witnesses mouth another witness sabanane rambo kalo akafo Gambia mume be kono in an audio kafo ko TRRC la report on dolbe sirim be wala batukan ate implement da jam but nim babil mansa nata jam momo ko be o arrest la blood bath le be kala jam wala ñenti ko yelobe bonna je ndol tulo mo womo threatlet jumane ko babil mansa findi mo man findi ne adrata la mo ngalin sonko ay bula nam pleno banayna bari rambo lo tale ko kumodo fo katandi ko to they will die for babil mansa bi wo rambo ay babil mansa mutala ya fay bo sokoto Rambo B apareta le kafa President Baroy. So la fa President audio bi la fa kamin samana. Wolam nyenti ko Rambo Jata ni tale ka team. Rambo anala nying ngabaka onkore nyene ngale ko nye anene ma fansun tie fa ngobuti. Yala ka go. Yala ka go. Momo fodde ngaje fatu ne fatu ker fatu fa ngaja ka ko minile ko fo ne bensuno ka yaji be ka mun Rambo atemo empowered. He just behaved like Emparo Bukasa. You know? It's a Gambia con. So Rambo B atata ko ha the so-called victims. Is this not a shame? Rambo B Alonko, even though he was a victim, but in Unila victimization of Batanyatore, but then Rambo Kadwaka Fonyoko, those so-called victims. Is this Yamarani Rambo? Barangandamoy.
TAF Africa Global Walle Office da sona yarim ba sotalie ila madiba molo kono mimbe TAF Burfoot Garden silabaka nin commercial office holdung inin 24-hour security system la nata standby generator air conditioner.
Okay, ngamira more buka moinu mbato ngajibe fomba replay no from here more buka moinu dumbadi ngala hakobo ndinyo Umar ngamira wala ya sabu interjected quickly for Umar Lombam for Alewdon ngajere interjected quickly kaje ko ka fenko but definitely more nyandana kamoy bare more buka moy so saimbe min kala lo nga apply dim mobile la nga jibe for ibe moy for item moy Hansai do ala ko bo jabale da faka nin samana so ala ko bo indi nya do wandin rambola ni okay
Ntelo Mudi Force Deputy Party Leader of the APRC Usman Rambo Jato Jata Jata famo ko do mandin nak muyo sa wolom ko mbanun tolale med the people store
alka moyle ba
aram so mun tambira ten President Baro accompany on behalf of the APRC kata brijol ning silol yele in URR wolom base tundo kan alhamdulillah demata akuta demo ki kuta ntada kaira nata kaira bari je ngamira mbina abanna kachal kono bi mba munkela follow kabri mbita base arami salumo mfolota muntole mfolota ndeban skill center biye President Adam Barona entourage ngamu visit abemo piekuta andun ko o skill center sifal ban deban to be honest a interne His Excellency former President Sir Professor Alhaji Dr. AJ Jammeh Babili Mansa atelo kumas bari ala kiro amanna abanganyala so President Baroko ni mumbanko bielkati so batunga complete mobe samona fanga alhamdulillah rabbil alamin yo kamin bodo nan kontilin kanilai President Jammeh ala wulu sati ana la family badami ala family takati ma fadin no talde family takati alhamdulillah jefanan tonalo me myself mfon kundimo I was very emotional dio lo tambala parce que nene mate kabrin na balu be kono president mu ya lon ko absiring kata president mu ya lon ko atala bondi kata la family visit kaje ko ba ke ko rinne sewo warta kontano warta abunya warta mba fala president baro ko abaraka en kan jam fandi yanya jofita parce que dalilu mi atna ngofo wala minti ikoy banjam falale abadalo mona la miro joma kunoto mun diati toli ibola fola ntol du munyenta kera ntol fana mbola kera wala dunya balwoti mobe buko satisfy no buka mobe satisfy no at the same time bari mba fole abaraka baki kata person gamela family jibe kaje ko iba ke ko rinne kabri mboto wo family visit la kanilai nada kuma mane jama moy kabri mbato kono in basse bari kono batunga mol bula mum be kono yafu ila fanni alom wo to nyalom wo ila opinion num ila right lom let them say it bari ko na ran surprise baki nataji kibaro ya sefe social media ya sefe ko president barola ta kanelai amam kontana kola gambia nolu gambia bala fa dal madame tan amanke mara nyaanyinti de bari gambian dingol la daji ko mum be kono ntana believe ko nimman to be say alay aba albala silan nal parce que hasid yara sembor ko kon modol biye ko may nakela ko what is wrong so-called human rights fighters and so-called civil society activists ni la sefero jere ni la fokumul moyle bari ntarambo ba fulale ko alal fongolong pascal mal fongolong alal fongolong know who you are yusa kam to katulu al filter al fong la tariko lan parce que Cairo mame rafin kuma ya to balbo kono ni man Cairo so to definitely tele balwo na fatala man samba sirin akuma Cairo sabatinde al ko nyaamu yo to nyaal ba teyla o to nyaati ba fulala fongol la bara kitale president balota sa jela dia ta nyami a new family ci de dia mo ta dia ta nyami ale mo noji buru ke sa social media doron awo sainte ngaje ko social media wori sa bakiri so-called social media warriors yele bouton dete ile mo ikumeta la ile mo soke bi kono mo sile iba fonyo fere doron ite ameri television atre kam fo base nonsense iba foro lo bite kam la morla wala kam message of filter ka long what to accept and what to throw away ajata ila tata je alla so-called victims mo archive for wala kumata Gambia tenkuntiba. Yes, I said it and I'll say it again. Allah so-called victims, because I'll call a victim one for who among them is more of a victim than me myself, Rambo. 2006 to 2008, I was under unlawful custody. Police will look, Gambia police will. Yam pick na office. Yansama kunjur yambondi kunjur yansama sibanor yambondi sibanor yansama fator yambondi fator yansama sarangay 387 days
ya wokala ya jammele wokala bari ye kalabante moyle sa ya jamme famo beto bondi wokono ako polisol Gambia polisol le wokala Rambo batun Allah mai damandin da ran
tilike mi saba tilitansi anin tili wala mo malo Rambo badami
wala ne ko musu ko wala muta
akada jan mun dimin tawti man poki manta manna akata president jamala mara lolo kon but balu kono funga nyo ofen balu kono funga yon fa nyoy balu kono funga kul tun kuma ngana nyato bindi bar ko be watajo abuka bayno
badi ngolo ndolle ngawo moy ñola wala keta ramboti yalo nga fale ndenga rambo fulada malalom akto anin nawo wuru bañi ni min kata de mom so bari rambo jata bakan ko la rambo jata ñin na mu fitina bondoti kolya min be kata gambia toro min be kata gambia rambo ko atebe semberin bari fanga namna tala namna nakela president barobala ameta nyim fola gambia kono ameta nyim fola gambia kono imaje bi wo police or many alon ko nyanta watajo le bayla because it ada modo fange ko aka fitino le kurkur nyim ka fitino men kurkur mo ko kurkur gambia ko ini la so-called victim ko mote gambia mi alon ko wala victimize sakatambate yeminu la mol faru fetele victimize sakatambe wonti John Rambo barsa me min kala doron tumala mena na fola ko victim wala nyina fuko yam fote kala ni atara kitiyo manke justice yasaf boloti ala bolota min boyta kuluro e lakam mbatu ngata bayde esa fal fanam bi ni wato kuna tata kata for the victim center to ndo min kala dron so fanan sambala ngan lamoyo fanan dami yalon ko butum sa jiben bare esa ya fonin angale kamala mbatu mo ngan lamoyo ko esa la video what's wrong with that video okay namara nyenno so science lamoyo wala nga jibe
namara you can check but that's not why I am here. I am here to talk about the victims of this country. The victims who have suffered greatly in the hands of a terrible dictatorship. For me, this is deeply personal. Why is it so personal? It's because I have sat with quite a number of them in hours of interview, digesting all the terrible things that have happened to them. I have sat there hours on end, hearing horrible stories that were meted out to our brothers and sisters, our mothers, uncles, aunties, fathers and brothers and sons. One of the biggest atrocities that is happening to our people is this Mile 2 prison. It's in a terrible state of dilapidation. Being incarcerated in that place is a human rights violation. To force an individual in the name of punishment to sleep in a stinking toilet is a crime. We're not talking about all the terrible things that happened to the country. I was ashamed to talk about the number of Gambian men I'm ashamed to talk about it. A lot of our men are walking up and down the street, hiding under the shame of impotency.
Badimon. Ajakalo wat. Ni nara jibe jam. Esa fal me alon katelo mu lead consult. For akala fi kumbol. Ako malutale. Mene ya malunde because Gambia came in dorondoro ya lonko betama kansiloka. Me ya lonko because of Korea nintin korea min kata nyimbanko kam. Bi wolte futu onola. Ani musolu be bulu figo londorete futu nola ite demol sotola. Because muna mu ye se nele. Ate hanyela aya nanga mofo because na ya nanga mofo mune binakala wala mnyende ko molbe kare nyo chodi la sako victim yamere manyim fanan yamere maka nyim fanan sa nyiko min bekata alko nga wachika nga fay dos bino kono kata ko molu ka yamfule to nyalo molu ka yamfula diata molu mi imagine dolu sotata miniro ko yamfutale bare o man ke victim or betile so atol manyan na victim or pressurize la ka fo dia kuya molu nyanta yamfulale in the spirit of reconciliation in the spirit of reconciliation bare janni be o fango bekara be fora rambo fere anin barola kumo fota nyoko kata kanillay wala na kanillay tam problème wala tede aketale jibondi ngolom ate konola bari bi ni ko president baro e mudum kanillay ba fale kon kali nyenne kali yem filinde fon tata ji president baro kata ta karamole inspect rambo ko atata yaya jammela family le jibe sa jandi men nyem fam kala longa wo fango sambana ngalla moy wala kabrim president baro futata ni lata munafti ala ngalla mo
close door meeting with them. Perhaps you could tell us, what issues or what have you discussed with them, or something that the Gambian people can understand?
Basically, my coming here is to come and inspect the school that is here. That's why I am here. But this is the former, former village of the former president. The former president's village. If I come to this village, if I come for any purpose, it is important for me to come and see his family, especially his immediate family. Out of respect, out of courtesy, that's why I come to see the family. Because as Gambians, we are all the same. And he is former president. Obviously, he deserves respect from every Gambian, especially me as president of the Republic now. What I told the family is, every position, one day the position will finish. It's either you retire, or you are sacked from the position, or you die. Even me, I'll be one day former president. But I think every Gambian deserves respect. Out of that respect and courtesy, that's why I said I have to come and see the family. And I'm very happy that I've seen the family. They received me very well. And obviously, we are talking about reconciliation. This is part of reconciliation. Try to reconcile everybody, reconcile the entire Gambian people and the family of the former president. So definitely, basically, the purpose of my visit is to come and see the family.
But badingolo ngaw fana mo ñola le president baro e mimfo woram ñandi ko ala taakmo kanilay woram ñandi ka tata karambu jibel ka karambu jibe inspection so tumala min na nata fo kanilay kana o karambu jibe a lonko jelo mu yaya jamme fana yaati anda badingol betar la jeel so ako bato ngata Yaya Jammeh la moru jibe ako andu ni nata jibe wo bete ata bakele because Gambian kolu mbe nyanta fero kran Yaya Jammeh ya family na respect because whatever reconciliation okara whatever sabulanda malbe keno la kilometer because ne Yaya Jammeh jibe is a former president but atata la nim family kajata family ya receive kuke I mean for family fana e wolom nyinde ko palasi ka banne atemi alon ko hani biya bu president ako ate fana se keno former president note because nem palaso bebol ako nen ime bayje saya table wala e fo palaso nyin so amunda president baro nyin la ko bari ako ni nata jibe fana nyimbe mu munati sim falulo pour que gambianol ke kilinoti ako andum wonyanta kelale gambianol ye kilindi andum ni Yaya Jammeh la family ye kilindi. So this is what I've been saying. What I'm going to call reconciliation on ta force no la ne atran to manke victim hane atran mo victim on it ya ken min na wala nyanta folante yam fatale wala ne maje man satalla fo mi yalon ko atido mo kum faya kunti akoyte nata tema no problem ase yam fu no yele bari itending fatu tema itending malan tema itending suntu tema itending kinte tema won nim min keta wala nyanta yam fu le wala te yam fu wole but ala te wala yam fo tala aya force ka fo ko dia kuya inya nyanta yam fo kera ala fama ya fama jam fandi wala mi ya lon ko atelo mu ko be no lati atelo ndol mariet so why nyimbe kala so ngaje rambo jata min fo nya wala nyindi ko andu seni jamme ala audio min be mbul ni aje maple ay badendirol le fandi audio nyin kono kamolu banen anda ka fo ne mandi ka kamol la kamolu banen way min fo wala nyindi ko nyim baro ya fula nyanda na ala jele bara manna meta dukulane ba biri tol fana e khila soto ko baro kanal ibe monekera kato atalo banko president ning akabi na dimbali jibele ba bula la na jibe then this was arranged baransa ngalla mo esala hanibi na jibe munebe
Castration was a method of punishment and a method of torture. I refused to mention the numbers because I did not want people to walk around the street pointing at each other that he may be another one. It will cause a lot of shame and embarrassment to a lot of people in the community. I refuse to talk about it. The things that happen in this country are not only shameful, they are dirty. It is the responsibility of every single Gambian to do everything possible to ensure justice for these victims. If we don't do that, we'll be failing in our responsibility to them. And any individual who participates in enforcing or reinforcing the impunity that we now face is betraying the aspirations of the Gambian people. I had made a personal commitment to make the issue of the victims of our 22 years of dictatorship a central cause in my campaign. In fact, this is one of the principal reasons why I am running for president, because I have no confidence, zero confidence, that the report of the TRRC would see the light of day under this government.
Tumbadi mo nga ofana mo nyorale esafal je kumata back ako na e mira kero mini yalon ko yese ne nyimban ko kan na e mira problemo mini yalon ka bebe keri victimo la mafa ay kumando ka ko walla ntelom ba itelom ban dolube is our responsibility na nyantolem ka je ko victimo ye justice sort na nyantolom andu momo yalon ko ibudata kure ko do mimbe won kalela ite mari e gambian ko ni jamfale ako ko kele ya sabata ya dabula nyim politiko fankono pour ka ke president ako kato asita la emira malla ko nyim man sakunda min bije wala president barola man sakunda ni wol tartaje TRC la reporto ate tilo famo jana ni non kuma kamata.
They have told us that because they have gone to bed with the party of the perpetrator. And in their presence, the bed partner is telling them that this report is going into the dustbin. And the partner sits there nodding and cheering. So in law, that is acquiescence, or even worse, an accomplice. We say no to that. We say no to impunity. We say no to injustice. We say no to reconciliation without justice. We say that the perpetrators must face justice.
I mean for we say no to that. And don't wanna murunda ko minku mata bedo wala mnyende ko reconciliation. Ako ite sonna la reconciliation without justice. Janne reconciliation obekala. Justice le follow be safla for kiti bungolu wali la do ko ke follow.
But you know, I thank God for international law. You see, when I delivered that address, that impromptu closing address at the TRRC, I said that if this government does not act, Ghana would act. If Ghana doesn't act, West Africa would act. If West Africa doesn't act, Africa would act. If Africa doesn't act, the United Nations would act. If the United Nations doesn't act, then the ICC would act. And the train has left the station. There is nothing they can do about it. Absolutely nothing. You know why? The crimes that happened in this country are crimes that shock the human conscience.
Bajo lo batunganje fo bari mbajo mabela moikan animba maje woruma long akamimfo akamimfo te wolom nyente ko kabere wato mi alon ko TRRC banda idea mo dantanke mun TRRC la soron de longo wolom nyente ko treno min nyanda jamme sambala kiti yola anala modu mine nyin jaw yake Gambia jam mo treno wutu tala fokaba wala nim moto balon moto banjo wutu tala fokaba kato ko nin Gambia balanda ka ke kitindi aya foko Ghana be kitindi la nin Ghana balanda ke kitindi West Africa la nyenti li biola ECOWAS woli be kitindi la ni wol fanam balanda ke kitindi Africa be kitindi la wala mu AUT African Union but ni wol fanam balanda ke kitindi UN be kitindi la ni wol felta ke kitindi ICC be kitindi la dunia la kiti bomba. So wala moka ne fan confusion de moka ne fangon ne nyemu kule de me alon ga be kenewato motoba nyimmi nye be chika ke sambo kiti bunjo o motoba wutu tale esa ko amman fenje lo ala karola mimbe o motoba londe la wutu tale fokaba alna la moy demande ko.
And the whole civilized world have converged together in Rome in 1998 to craft an international treaty that would bring about an end to violations, gross violations of human rights that amount to crimes against humanity. And indeed, what happened in this country were crimes against humanity.
Na mwele ako molu stata dunia be benta Rome kalua dada lua me alonko wale kata Gambia crime against humanity wala mo albaladi min kata Gambia albalalan yake killing ke fula ke saba ke nani ye wolu sene munete man kabilo le sene ite man kabilo le fondi wokelo kile wokele sako esa kwata amount of fola and we know bi dole bi jebe wurlala ibe don nae wodi yara fa wodi forum be wora nyam so fonsen hakilo le bare medo mon dina pile la jang ngabo jang bare esaya fola ko nin Gambia me ketindi Ghana be ketindi lan wallahi ngalla moy
cannot do anything about it. That's why I was not surprised when the United Nations Working Group on Human Rights the other day made a declaration that what happened in Gambia amounts to crimes against humanity and the perpetrators must face international justice. I think that vindicated us. On the day I delivered my closing remarks, the ICC prosecutor was watching. The incoming ICC prosecutor then was watching live. And immediately afterwards, he tweeted that he agreed with us that the perpetrators must face justice. And indeed, the outgoing prosecutor as well, in a turnaround, gave a statement accepting that the violations can now go to ICC. I ask you to take courage. I ask you to take courage. In the wheels of international justice may turn very slowly, but turn they would, and indeed gradually they would gather speed and momentum. And in a government led by SFL, be rest assured that the perpetrators will face justice.
Adingolo, mina esala nying fenko be plelale ni mimbe kerim botala programo nyim banda. Atul mini alon ko albe social media ta atul baji no la bar mini be Gambia unfortunately altro tala moy no la radio to esala full speed mina be bondela mimbe kerim television to la nyim botala. Burum bade wono mbele nga nyim moy no la boto nga indori mo folom mbele nga nyim moy no la esafa ko jakalo wartade bara nyine foko nyin kulungo wututala fakaba femo fe yalon ko kuriyala ke wala ya sabon be wala data la dami wala mu minul bije bi ngale amoy la ko min ne kuriyake hani atare sedo NPP da foila samatori ya kuntu hani atare kedo NPP da foika busul nim baro bina ke laele baro ke salote akaloy ka katama nyin kiti yote baida because a crime against humanity you will commit against the people of the Gambia so moka de famanene so wala ya sabu minele alon ko BJP sako afani dunnal ala hakilo ngale ti RRC jibe fan dunnal do ronne tata ji minulu ka odal di Allah minulu ka kukun dawol ke alma woliji fane dunna atun da tata ji kunu muneka kuma nate kammale ngamunek order from the top jumala be top nobody knows je ndol ngamira fo top bantale order from the top bi munebe kerim bi ikana modu noma eka foi ko nate arrest le ibuka foi mune ya sabu nate arrest what crime have you committed nim police nate arrest hani jam dawoda police nate arrest anyanta fo le ko nate arrest le because yen nyin neke loi ten to luka tama minna nate arrest one mune ko yata mune fe yata what bari ni yen kadro ko order from the top mbe o fokam bimbe video jibeka ni aje mo video bondi jam because a video boda fatu network wala na mafin den na jam katu ko mune kera mpanga jere fatu network ila reporter ni ila cameraman Ibrahim Jamme inem paral be nyo sabo laba ngala ni ko be sutun kala para ka bulo laji muna o para ni amman hani saji ne ya fama soto ngala den ko bala jibe le mon fenje jebe be senior foite mialo mimbe kerin TRRC biba ko lumse si kote mialo ka nyongo se repeat no la kote ninga mira fo bandala mambande ngoy ko esa ko treno wututale andum tolbe ngalon ko treno wututale be ngalon na ko treno wututale so ni wobe wonyama atol nata le be civilized police of anambe manke fenko today BLM today police of be manke today by the way police follow me nata the first incident police follow me nata o manke BLM bari nyindone mel labanda nala aresolo la kunum wala mu BLM mbe wala fola jam bari sa ye moneke bilingo fo ko o manyana kala but the network try to downplay it Lamin Jai tumala from Lamin Jai mala fi fankato fo jam but for clarity purpose akonte ko janko ndengate kumandile ate konte ko hay ko en na mo mutale bara keda mistake ledi bari yara fa nyim fana mo anoda rambo ledi but Gambia when he rambo is yani me in the movie is it because of money or what is it rambo is yata baki yeah lamin jay ko ndenga ko man ndemo fon na programme ko wala na nem modi yal call wato wati Gambian ko fana betenne dolu bi je wol bokore ko kumo diremo ya jele ba bondi la jang e ba sambala jang anni e min bondi jang e buka o futandi jana e do bondi dula doto e sete o futandi ji lamin jay famale a safala Facebook o ko abota na police station ne Karaba police station bari e min tandi ala wala nyende ko ala reporter ya mutale by mistake andun to ngala go manke to nyate because mbeba ji be kan juko pe do manke mistake ot but he tried to downplay it. Pamodi engine fonko. Nganyin lonko lamin jai yes safero ke katandiko. But Pamodu manfai lamin jai kolde. Why should I call you? Ye fembin ke public domain fokaba. I don't even need to call lamin jai. Ni atandebe mo call labe kela report at it directly. Because in the ne jang. Keba dolu bi jande mini alon ko they are CEOs, they are head of their institution. Ikela molu mutale ke wafi for money. Nim ku kete la mola they don't care. All what they care. Nin keta diamoti. Abe mune tinya la na income. All they think is income. Hada madungo na ke mira dorong income la mbe mune dundila. It's always a problem. Wala na biya lota. Ande pa modu neng. Kontenga faniale fo na platform modu. Atara me la moy ndenga mimbe fo. Imaja tata e wokuri jindi. And the thing is, ite ko pamodu manke journalist oti. But ite nata kuke mingarauta, wokan eman journalist ya tamandiji, kamurun kanana ka pamodu bolosei. Ko ye milla pamodu ka mo wofo. Nko, ntolu nyim programu. Ntolu nga Gambia damala soto, mandula do soto. Gambia kilim pet. So, Gambia kata nyaonya, ntolu mbetonya le fola, no matter what. Akodo teng, afengo teng, adukuduko teng, abojo teng, adogodogo teng. Tonya dorombe wala fola. And no amount of intimidation, because naliko sonko confrontational, alina la waka di we satara larine. Samala na jonko motara sinandine. But fitiro fana na ya dibola fitiro la na ya tarle dibodund. Badingo. So left like badingo. Gambia alin kaka emotional back. Ni ye ku moy dorom e ko kari ko teng janni be ku kala fema mimbe online nana e fama ye la moyala foi fama ya moy way mimfo o ko le na safero je ku mata back so wala ni ya dembe mimpola ka police oli ya mar mbe kana ke bi ele molti bulu kono molu alin kana kati ko ninkerati sinin so mombe ni misalale bari nga esamba e fal moy la mimfo ako nin Gambia ma ketindi Ghana ba ketindi la wala sa mbe minkela doron tariya nyama mbatu nga futa Ghana fanan na Ghana ko jibe bi Italia mune banke Ghana je isaje ko nalsina o fanan jibe mbatu nga jibe nga o ke mun to fanan Ghana okay la nga janje okay Ghana good so nga la moy ni don fanan ala ko wonne
I will call on the coordinator for the Jamaat to Justice Ghana Coalition and the executive director of the African Center for International Law and Accountability to give us the background and the purpose of this press conference so that you will get to know details of why we have invited you here. Please join me in welcoming Mr. William Nyako to give us the background and purpose for this press conference. Thank you.
I have to introduce her because she wanted to see if you'll be paying attention to ask that. For some of you who have not known about the Jame to Justice coalition in spite of our earnest efforts. Let me say a few words about the coalition. This coalition has been formed following certain new information that had come out in 2018. Previously, when the unlawful killings happened in July 2005, there was advocacy for it, which was led by persons that whose names are not new to you. Mr. Akoto Ampao, some of you know is in the news for very good reasons. Also, Professor Kwame Kakari and Nana Oye Bampo, and other civil society organizations, including the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, which Mrs. Bampo at the time headed, the Media Foundation for West Africa, which, as you know, Professor Kakari founded, and the Africa Legal Aid, which is now headquartered in The Hague. Their great efforts contributed to bringing the issue into national discussion. Similarly, all past and present governments contributed in bringing the unlawful murder of our citizens into the public space. And as I mentioned, in 2018, a coalition of civil society organizations, including my own organization, the Africa Center for International Law and Accountability, which we cut it short for ACILA, the Commonwealth Human Rights Initiative, as well as the Amnesty International Ghana and Human Rights Advocacy Center, the POS Foundation and Media Foundation. And now the coalition is led by our foremost CSO, CDD Ghana. It's been formed to renew the quest for justice because there's been new evidence from our partners, Human Rights Watch, Reed Brody of Human Rights Watch, and Try International in Switzerland that uncovered information that the unlawful killings were actually undertaken by the Junglers, a paramilitary force in the Gambia that took direct orders from Yahya Jammeh. And so since then, we've launched the campaign. As you know, Yahya Jammeh himself is in Equatorial Guinea after losing the election in 2016. And a new government has been ushered in under former President Barrow. Again, from our activities, we have not just engaged with international bodies, but also with our local networks, which we've met with the Inspector General of Police on this matter, the Ministry of Justice and Attorney General's Office, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the presidency itself. I have been part of the delegation that met with the president in 2018 in Jubilee House, and we shared the findings of the Human Rights Watch report. We have also engaged a number of international organizations, including, of course, the United Nations Human Rights Council, particularly the Working Group on Enforced and Involuntary Disappearances. Now, this group is key because, as you know, the UN system has a group of peers under the Human Rights Council, and they can look at situations in your country and make suggestions to you as to what you should do to remedy the situation. So in February, I and Martin Tre, whom I will introduce you shortly, were part of a delegation to meet with the working group on enhanced and involuntary disappearances. That's last month issued a report backing our call for the prosecution of all the perpetrators of the crimes against our fellow citizens. So the question remains that, since we've done all of these activities, why is there a need to have this press conference? And as I mentioned, the TRLC, the Truth, Reconciliation, and Reparations Commission was established in 2017 under President Barrow when he took over from Jammeh. The TRLC's, among its mandates, was to investigate the human rights abuses that occurred in the Gambia during the Yahya Jammeh regime from 1994 until he left office January 2017. It was also to establish the truth. Part of their name is the Truth Commission. It was also to ensure that the reparations will be paid to those whose human rights were violated, and make recommendations for people who committed these crimes to be prosecuted. And of course, when it established the Truth Commission, it invited people to appear, just as in Ghana, when President Kufuor established the commission, the National Reconciliation Commission. We argue, on behalf of the victims' families, that Ghanaian victims also qualify to appear before the TRC, because the killings occurred in 2005, and that we had standing. Eventually, the TRC accepted that we should come and give testimony. I accompanied Martin Tre, Essien, Owusu Ansa, and then a Nigerian, because these killings affected. So you can imagine that if an alliance has been formed between the president, MPP's party, and APRC, it raises serious questions as to, first, the commitment of the president to implement these recommendations when they go out. As we understand, there have been a number of conditions in the alliance between President Barrow's party and Jammeh's party, one of which includes that they should allow Jammeh to return. The right to return to your country is a right. A citizen should not be prevented from coming to your country. So Yahya Jammeh has that right to come. But in the past, the Barrow administration had indicated that if Jammeh were to return to the Gambia, he's free to do so, but he will be subjected to prosecution.
Adimolo, wo fanan jam fata manta be sambala nan. Bare min fota jam doro wala mjinti ko. Kuma jamale fota bara min fanan fo wala mjinti ko itolu surprise tale. Kaje ko Yahya Jammeh mi yaron ko wala la rijimo ya sabu itolu la Ghanaian din jama fata. Sayena je ko wonim Barrow fede alliance le form. So ako way jiko talaje bake andum follow ako Barrow la man sakunda min fo wala mnyende ko Yahya Jammeh is free to come home wala mnyende ko momo ibe dunia ko ne rights to ka seya bari nyenne fo ko na murundanan iba prosecute lan so say ni Yahya Jammeh ning nim Barrow ni Yahya Jammeh lata nyoka wala mo nyem party lata nyoka andum ay nyem fo ko sakoy la recommendation on bari na recommendation on do bonde jam. But APRC ni NPP beko will move fake recommendation to the real recommendation of Rambo Jata in forum ye dinka balesi ya sare je mote wajera fo jannen kate fo betambe so bar nyinga mentande na wala nyenti ko wo condition of dolo kono to le millo wala mo pour Yahya Jammeh burunda back to Gambia so bar ngani play wasakana video la bounty isaje ko ngata telephone la ma fon la bayri bi man la fi so ko jang. The
TRC is that we are still grieving. All that. We are trying to tell the TRC and Mr. Adama Barrow is that the blood of our innocent family members, their blood are still crying out in the land of Gambia, seeking for vengeance, seeking for justice. And that is what we are saying right now, that we need justice, and we need it now. Because if he set up the TRC to bring Jammeh to book, and now he's now in bed with Jammeh's party, and now they are trying to delay the release of the report.
Mbadio ma akamim for ten wala mnyente ko itolude ila modu bini yaron ko wala tuta Gambia iyelobe Gambia le andi be min nyine kandoro wala mnyente ko kitiyo yake isaje ko bolo tiye ala bolo soto mini yaron ko boyta isela boyo soto so ako andum itolu e balanta nyenale pour kaje ko reconciliation without justice nyine kada kuma kamati nyumbu member of the victim family lati
You know, any person that can think right just must know that it is just a connival. The fact that they are delaying the report shows that they are just conniving to delay the report so that he will be able to go back to presidency and win the elections in December with the help of Jammeh's party and everything that the lawyers have stood with us to labor for over the years. Since 2005, I was 18 years in secondary school, Kumasi High School. When I
for Jan, Ghana Fananka wala for wala mnyende ko ni aje ni report ol bebe delay la tengi be tardela TRC la report ako ala feta nyinela ni APRC nkoli ya makoi kanana ke president oti ko ni woketa itoli min be do ku nyin samol be ko ni la loyal o bebe kala kenseneta ko katuko jing ko be kala wato mina 2005 atara de be sanjetan nin sede fam anda bitakan karamoto secondary school alnalla mo ko
lost my daddy. I couldn't tell any of my classmates about it.
Ako afota famala ya te fale fa gambia ako bara malong amanga fono moye karamoto me yalon ko wolle kala class ane mini class killing.
I couldn't tell because I couldn't just open my mouth to talk about it. It was so sad an event. It was so sad.
Ako nina da jibe abuka daile fono puru kanyem fono katuko munam aniku ya wataba.
He's been through a lot. My mother has been through a lot. We are three boys. I'm the eldest. It's not easy. Look at this woman at the back there. She's handicapped. She lost her husband. She's handicapped.
Ako itolo idinke sabalong anda atino mukebat. Ako ndesa nyimuso jibe mimbe sirin koma. Alanjur telefon akema ya fa Gambia.
She has a lot of children, a lot of ladies, girls. They have been struggling, going through a lot. These people have come out. These military people have come out. They said at first that they were rogue elements. Now the military, they have come out. They have said it. All kinds of evidences. What else? Fathers, some of us, our uncles, family members that drove these military people to give that testimony. So appalling, so wicked, high-level wickedness in the heart of a man by the name Yahya Jammeh. All we are trying to say to the TRC and to His Excellency, Mr. Adama Barrow, is that we are still in pain. All that we are trying to tell Mr. Adama Barrow and the TRC is that we are still grieving. All that we are trying to tell the TRC and Mr. Adama Barrow is that the blood of our innocent family members, their blood are still crying out in the land of Gambia, seeking for vengeance, seeking for justice. And that is what we are saying right now, that we need justice and we need it now. Because if he set up the TRC, to bring Jammeh to book, and now he's now in bed with Jammeh's party, and now they are trying to delay the release of the report. You know, any person that can think right just must know that it is just a connival. The fact that they are delaying the report shows that they are just conniving to delay the report so that he will be able to go back to presidency and win the elections in December with the help of Jammeh's party and everything that the lawyers have stood with us to labor for over the years. Since 2005, I was 18 years in secondary school, Kumasi High School, when I lost my daddy. I couldn't tell any of my classmates about it. I couldn't tell because I couldn't just open my mouth to talk about it. It was so sad an event. It was so sad. We've been through a lot. My mother has been through a lot. We are three boys. I'm the eldest. It's not easy. Look at this woman at the back there. She's handicapped. She lost her husband. She's handicapped. She has a lot of children, a lot of ladies, girls. They have been struggling, going through a lot. These people have come out. These military people have come out. They said at first that they were rogue elements. Now the military, they have come out. They have said it. All kinds of evidences. What else do we need to tell? Why is Mr. Adama Barrow power drunk? Because I believe If anybody else doesn't believe, I believe that he's conniving with the TRLCs to hold back the report. He's tying their hands one way or the other just because he wants to retain power. But he must know that power has expiry date. Power has a direct expiry date. And one day, maybe his children.
Adama Fama wonderful. By the Ninko, Nina Rajibi Toru, I take belief tamina, latamina, Waram Yentiko, Adama Baro is power drunk. Andong, a latamina, Waram Yentiko, can you report to delay, putting in Kamala, Kakuke me along Kamanyanaka. This is what he said. And the Nina Motonyati. Andong, Ako, Sembo Sembeka Bana, expiry date lesson. Adama Tata Kanin line. Adama Fanai wale foko Sembeka Bani. So Tonya Bukana Karde. Ako Lumbe Sile Bafolata Fanai the former president. But in Yimpananko, Sembe abe expire Aluma Sotole.
Maybe somebody in his family might be killed ruthlessly, might be killed wickedly, or anybody.
Yes, and Akomodo fought ala Molula. Aseke Omari Fale Fanya Jow Fanya me Alonka Kole.
But that is involved. So he must sit up. We are calling for the release of the report now, the recommendations now, justice now. That
Akomimbe kere wolom nyendeko to left ale sign. TRRC la report o finti recommendation o eke justice eke sign. This is the call of the Ghanaian victims.
It's what we need. Thank you.
Badi ngono tella ngomo nyola butum badi ngono nyinne kata Ghana ko yalom bi Rambo jata tango falela ko so akonyin so called victim or ni mantela jana. This is what Rambo said. Ulana ni Rambo jibe very heartless, very wicked, very selfish. Kuratela kunkelin na fadoro. And I mean beke kan not because of Babylon Mansa. No, not because of Babylon Mansa. When they Rambo in Babylon Mansa famata diamo, Namo Dolka ko Babylon Mansa fam kakana diamole argimalo. What for? The whole nation is waiting now. Babylon Mansa, it's like psychological in Jolo. Babylon Mansa mean for Nyawam. He will rule Gambia for 1 billion years. But what a care? He will rule Gambia as long as Adama Barrow is there. Because Adama le wonya itandiala. Faraboy minji akawale bara mbadi Gambia ko. Fonga wakilu wala. So wala wakamara badi motare anya madro be telephone be studio murundira back to Gambia. Dami yaronko sa telephone oriele esaje ko mor finance commander ke. Then the atomine yaronko alben no ma social media to. Nim programo banta fereng mimbe kere na banta be muru nale janne ka nin esa falla diamo samana me yalon ko kala victim center bar fanan ganan ko la press conference mo me be fanan be sambala ne bare unfortunately atul mimbe radio to atul tem moilano yin tembo to abedana social media da malato na page to me yalon ko mimbe kere tvt both Facebook and YouTube rusai me minga don bade mo alta subo alta muro alse telefono tagi
yo abaraka bako Mr. William ngetentu ngejayi butum mol ye na kumasle wala programo a meta baladi atabak kadu ngaw kolosla meta telefono be juku la du waje be juku la du wala hansa don ni min left ka command la follow say number 40 assalamu alaikum
Walaikum salam Chairman.
Mbadi to do ni ko tadi.
Salam sana jobate.
Yo sana jobate ikila mo mina wo tala do manding.
Yo program mo diari.
Mo kende.
Very good. Ko ni mo ko ba ni magi. Ala akamo mo ide ni wala. So Edi ati MPT, the manual mean kala Gambia nole. When I do the take out. Yes, I do the manual Gambia kono gana chini bulapa at the baila. No, ala bukan makaroke. Wala fata, I do man fa dali kan. we already have the palace even the kilo tamande iko to kilo tamande ikila jiji yaka ala kalanta sonnola
wala mtoyat
Burkina Faso yin kata de 37 years ago par binda tonyani no ko tonyani legal kada kalanta ti nyaawnya ko nyaade legal tili
wala mtoya baraka joba
inshallah alma alen deni yesiyo
amin amin allah ya rabbi
atala buk
amin baraka
ala man sabaya
baraka baki jowate baraka baki do fan jibe ngota diaspora assalamu alaikum allo allo mbadi assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
aha
Gaintel Malafon Suso from Slovenia.
Yo, alasan bismillah program kono.
Yo, ngai Gambia sita bala fawoto. Ndo membula Gambia nole, from ko ala dani kula membe ala kulae ay de mala. Bare membe fambulu. Ni ala dani wala ala te de mala wala de. Gambia nole ala fal de ma. Dunia be takanne. Gambia nole telbe bakari dunia dula deto. Libya kunum pamor pa ko ka membe Libya. Momon ni be kala ti yaki yale. Ya do ko ke yale. E ga balu yale. Wallahi. Ini la musoni na dimba be no kulu kan bi Gambia no me na dimba de skringa ko ma pambe bulo kon. Ate banna. Wallahi. Kunum mo wala do dan telia ka indi masilo muta. Do bakari nge.
Allah.
Bate dan fa kunda. Kunum no do tanje.
Allah.
Ndago wala solo kumote.
Baraka.
Ala baraka.
Baraka ngamurun so kon fana. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Yo mbali to do ani ben klikami.
Nanja.
Ba nanja.
Be kontona ba.
Nyejo njay.
Fana.
Njay.
Hipa mo di konton de yala be final jata kende.
Apela moy kan.
Ya ko tan manta do ala mane.
Amin amin Allah ya.
Bibu kay ko mo le duwali doro. Ko na ta bondo al kata fu ba kele.
Alhamdulillah.
Be ka ko nya mo da halala.
Wala mto nya njay.
Ala rabbu ko. Ay so ma sang. Tambu birasili tan usenu la bondi. Ari sen way wala ka fulangot. Akito jibbo tenda wadra ka wala kaje. Bari tat e hallola akanya tele utengala. Ate kanel ne hali men mu forwatu wali yalo ne ko. Aka uselle to yusu bari angani yo fonte ya janne. Amala fiya te yala men bara o ko. Wala tongol. A delon bara fulangot ni usenu man ka fulangot. Ali
wala kan jay do fele ngo fon ta diaspora bi 11 nam. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
Allo mbadi bismillah. Hello apijere bare bu hello okay ngata ponni jama dota. Allo assalamu alaikum. Hello
assalamu alaikum. Sheikh Umar assalamu alaikum. Ya ndoto mo Ibrahim Marena London.
Marena bismillah Ibrahim.
Lafta men fala don wala bi momo ya lon ka be fitilo bondi la Gambia bi momentan birambola. Ni aya tara banko me ya lon ka serious tarambo manyanne lala asanta obi. Kota kuma kanna fo me ya lon ka simasi bo wuluno Gambia. Esa fali men fo mbeya moyle ngalon ne menke Gambia tewla ngalon ne menke mul bama ni fama nyola ngalon ne menke mul ko wala ngalon ne menke mul ko tawla ni mo kana lo Gambia banko kana e ka fo victime le ko sokol victime ko de la police on be ko kana mantare jo kan dalila kan
ndesa
ibe do ko wala masale mantare do ko la Gambia nda jam be da ne moy ni ko be ala no ala dala bi ko tabi dina bondol la rembo la ke victime am afale mo posu na ya posu munan na jumare ya bala ta tiaralsi na ta tiaralsi ay story ben sotono tiaralsi ba ala dala ya tainka atele batata jakal ta muruta ya jamme kam adala baro sopoto manke ya jamme ta kuma ba kuma ndoma
wala
aba kuma noma wala abulandi baro noma woto Gambia momo be fitina ulindi kambiram wala be fitina ulindi kambe
baraka bake do fede ngota sokon assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
yo ito do woni ben klika min
ndolom kolilom mokol gambu futle
juma ito do
koli
okay koli
okay mata program ko no wala ngam hakle to yalla bake de
mbe program ko
wala isa falen hakle to bake because of confusion on kamin ko korino like na ko confusion to la da ya ma ton ko ka foko ten
kole constitution juma dum isa falen nyode men dira ma do ta assalamu alaikum
Allo sir marfo fanan dalam keba sabale sinki Finland nye kontong apa modu bojang kontong
yo sabale bismillah
sir mar yalong hakili malu nyanta menjela wala rambo kita mo sifamenti kata tolem nabe kafu kono abuka yirwa ni manya na kila talent ngata mansero jele rambo mukata tole kata ala yalon kata nabe mole afere ndino buka kamu tandi rambo be kibirila abe sapula aba siso konkonna e kamera tele kebe no nene ma jae kemen tulubu sano sana simello ndi silokan woto mbe menkela Gambian ko alinga kunkem fangola bang rambo nabe kafunan kono nini wo kafo be nyola duwa tabile wote kata abuka tara kafuto kafo yirwa abuka tara kafuto ku keje rambo muka palanki abuka che kulong abuka fo kulong abuka la kela dukala la mula kata meni la fongola kata tole rambo mo tamala afongola ba kelela ko busande rambo buka tara kafuto kafo yirwa hakili mante abuka hakili ma diamuke yalo moli be ka diamule bari ila chome yaga takatula diamula symbol la ate kamera symbol doron nan kuti dukare liaje jam fala rambo kata telefoka bang anda be kafuo kafutate yirwala ada babaro sa hakilito rambo kata katandi kato rambo mukata tolete men yalo ko kata te tulawa amala jannabe fala songole ba bola fawbala kata membe rambo bala rambo songole do wo kata utula fango bala fango jihadi wo kata la so jannala sayate mala baraka ba
ke sabali ngadota assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam Sheikh Umar
mbadi to do wani ben klika min
to balaji silat UK
alaji kan ci kan demande alaji
si
okay alaji si
mbali be kontonna
ngejo
anala do kunyol be
mo kande
kambia bala fa warata al ko ni ko men be la ta kambia dol katare dol nawla dol be siri wol de kumbola o ma fi bola muslimo men kay mira o nyama
ça
est-ce que muslime atole te kambia banko ka itam muslimo tani ta kabe janan ko non tane be kumbola ita be jedela o ma fi bola se
c'est ça
kambia abala fa warta aman muslime amenti nimber para mo bente balay fare nyanta butela ko ila tara mole bal ni ñoo xadañu be kering abe kole ala kambia banko tanya
walam to
yo ngal be konton
abaraka
bake
nga dota jani mo ko mun sokon assalamu alaikum allo hello mbadi automata sokon assalamu alaikum ya mbadi to no ani ben kami
Ibrahim Mengbe from Bakote
juma
Ibrahim Mengbe from Bakote
Ibrahima Njie bismillah ba ko te ko
yalon ko billahi jalla la jamono Allah ko ayo fo alqur'ano kono ako ben Allah ko ayo fo alqur'ano kono itelan ni man ta tombon itelan be man so bondi ato ko ya ko ya ite no mo ne de lela wala tinna mo jama to ta ya jalla la ko kono ato ko ni Allah ta bolo mo papa je ite mu ka to la ite yeso so Allah la
ndeysaan Allahu akbar mo do la ko mbal falt do fa ja assalamu alaikum allo mbadin ke moyle ma tota malum no matla assalamu alaikum
alaikum salam
yo mbadi bismillah to do ani ben klikam mi
ndala lamin jam mbe kuma de kan jamani le
yo lamin bismillah programme ko jam
Allah programme o betata baake ka follow baake le
okay
Gambia la ko fo balafa bawo ni dunia dal bejuve nyin ko mi kata mun dunia kono abrin kisi kisoro nata ke molu minio tajira ke wol be kitindi de maroto dunia ko banko sobe ata ka wo manya sifa ko bari ni rambo la dia munya juba ni rambo la manya kawo ko si mol sila si ke hakil tu de bat mol si hakilo tu be rambo la kumo ni respond nya ni si hakilo tu bat tra kana ke modi kana mol dum ku kono Gambia alanga balafa nyoy mol min ne tajire asoto alanga balafa ye na nyela hakoti le la hakola ben kam nyanta ko hakoso
wallahi
dukarembal dan na mo be dan na dukaranga ka funyola na o mol la hakoti la me support ngata ke bakoro makote mo mol support la hakola ben kum mbalo la janga do so ko la
baraka do fanan tibe mi ya ko wala nata sa ngata fananta allo assalamu alaikum hello
Waalaikum salam.
Yo, ito do ani ben klikam mi.
Tombo nam jamani.
Yo, tombo jaman bismillah tombo.
Se Umaru, se horoya mandiade. Horoya man soniade. Foroya.
Ha.
Amin kisi fore gambi ando horoya tina bajale. Comme une plateforme min bullante si amari mon min albumol imbaytila mo min ko ko hakilo koma ko plateforme la dafa jojil
Yes.
C'est Usman Dramé calling from Germany.
Yo, Usman. Okay, Usman, bismillah.
Okay, ndela contribution min. Rambo aya hakilo ko yaalo Rambo ay badino loso anda badino nya bala do min dela bari ada Rambo asani lonko munolu ay samo so tonto mbe bi kono samo fana kono ana abe nyillim bela asani lonko lungo joshe la to bayla so asalon ko andala mo salon ko abe minna amantara kuuti kan mi yalan ko ku kendo la aka gambe di wol len aka victime wol len aka molla kan fandi so abadu wol salon ko abe minna amantara takan ku de e biya mayde lungo la kan lungo joshe andata bayla mu do foro lungo fana mal
okay
wala mun na contribution
wala ma baraka do tana so kono san allo
assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum assalam
ta te war program o diarim baka
ci malon commander la tani ben klikam mi
ndelam adam kana fara
yo adam bismillah
ko afu bare ko abe bi ko na so ngana mira de
abela moy kan
because of Gambia janto mon la ko yaade ñu ñaatule tay ci amira mi alon ko te giri yaate kay ko yaasio be tak tay ni do ñaata o ka ka mo li na ka wala kadani ite fa man ku no je fete ka mur ko te kay Gambia di wol kadani laate man baraka yaaje me baraka te mamu way kuma ka o mi yo daate ma tay ndi ngal si nga jibe ila jeno nyo kan ade kele minute ila silbula baye de lampo tale ko de su dole ko ay to le si doron ala dina nin to le tolla tay ngeni ala ti wala ala la kiti yo batu
okay
tay nga karfa ala ma Gambia di nga karfa ala ma
okay
baraka
adota assalamu alaikum allo
assalamu alaikum Seymour Fakewa Scotland
Fakewa bismillah program ko
min bara kan ba fale masi mantoro men late kan ne
kan taje
sorry no comme mbe lafta men fala Gambia no le wala mo comme ko na banko hani kabe den tebeda ani rola nga fero beke December 4 nga Gambia banko bondi nkana so ba wayta ko na be dinka da kulo don kana so a jolon kolon kon Gambia dingul be lo mo fula singola because baro ka ni reconciliation o même foten hani dindim banku to dinni o se Umar ni a foya ba fule na je barenta ma wo understand kodo le dunta reconciliation o process ol kono kodo me alon ka kodo siata bake ta enta kamera ni te be reference reconciliation o la ngamera sai wo ko bandale ita nyanna hata jila kawo ko nyina recommendation o nyina fintinde ni a fintinde wotu mo leta nyanna mo ka yabo ka alnga ka kelente bari esingolo ka yo lande ka mo alnga ka kelente ani bindum banko de do ba nal ko ita man tra kuta man de ka na musiloti bar Gambia di be ka nyin kala mutale so woto Gambia di on kana son mbota nun nen kono kumbota na mura kono kana son ala de bikom fawlen ala en de mala fo ngam fam bonda kono woton kana so ngam fam murundi je baraka
nga muru so kon assalamu alaikum
salam
mbari to do ale ben kay kam
Ibrahima Drame
Drame bismillah programme kon
c'est Umaru woni silande a jakalo wa ko Seymour ko ni silang mo buka dalo gabe kamera ko fonna luwa pa ajin kelenta karakiling lam banko la constitution de jang ko de jang ko ngana banko bondi ko yale ko Seymour mol kana to almeto karasila te isan sibi don le chapiri mol bulo man koy de
hani machone isan so manya na suti ala nyola
kuma kama dobe je wala sangar da hani isan so so dari bitu tel mel mu victimol tani mo ko to ngulun tel betani hakilo la kata to nana la kata be ay ka alka jenkayen men kata wartati nani mo ben be da halale
wala to yar ka ci me
banko min na alima fere ken na carte keso wala be ni bondi dan kande ndum ndela miru nga political nyaato nga kebal nge kafu nyoma kote ke nga kele bulu koto men wulindi dictato kama nga fere ki ngay mul president ke kilinti be mul la banko nga bondi kote ke de a jolon ta din ko konol de
baraka Ibrahim baraka do fanam fere assalamu alaikum allo assalamu alaikum
alaikum salam
mbadi to do ale kiri kam
Mutum abi jamme para
abi jamme abi la rabita ninka kuma je mamoy yo bismillah
ko ndana milla yala yedunya minge ko ni dunya ala entol beda ala fana bentol bele ala le ala mi be tonya kono ani ma tara tonya kono
ala olon ha
en mo minge aman jalan na santo de ay baadi ma koto ere kuma foka ani na soni hakilola na Gambia tenku ay ala
wala mtonya okay abaraka bake nga fana moy ngan be commandera kilinta sokono ma kilinta diaspora isaje malam be duma folo tale bere be jam okay mbatu assalamu alaikum allo
wa alaikum
yo mbali meta kutu katara le bare mbuke moy say dun dal bismillah
Freulier
hein
Freulier
ito dum
mom
mbali ngata lafta ba ka bara man la yinno assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam
min
jumala kila mani ben kila kambe
musalam itali
yo musa itala mun na dai sura last caller bismillah
Sewu Maru gaay ko wulonde kul fayla alamu ngaje rambo banyu para adama baro jadi wala nyato bayra dal man ci mo nyaata kita adama nyanta lole amal lole so ni arla de lote ni de ñu wala anu ato ba ko la rambo bi fitu fitu min be la ni aju bi askeno victime min beje ay min de yolo fa wa na be adama baro fa sala pura tanka min bina la ka abole be fiti wala
okay
bar hanu ko da kanala victime wala li tabara ak nyaje fi la
inshallah
banko dina la na banko bon long na bundi buli jaw ko na duga banko be len kan
baraka ba
ndema so romba
baraka atira mun na last call dash for na su konon ko fananta last assalamu alaikum
wa alaikum salam
enim bara jumalam
wala kuntakin dari motule
ali mati ben kirkami
de bilka wa kuntakin
yo kuntakin te bilkamo bismillah ali
programa mo biara ko ngare
mo kende
kandi ko ngadu ala fatero
alama le dual jabi
batino de bilka ba nyame alhamdulillah ala ba be ko ngara salanda
inshallah min allah
dari rako faranse mirare ayante jura bale
wala mutonyat
balo bo nyaaro ko ila kara o te nyaale mba mungu yende ba ko te nyaale mba mu ati na mu yata te ni ta ya fa ni na wal ko war ni wade alhamdulillah ma ala be ko
amin allah ya
ala ma ta ko ta para ko yuriya
amin kontakin tan ko ko ateleka na commander la bonti amunta saimbe minkela mbe microphone mun do ngater liverpool saje patoina nga programo Mr. Bojan yo
abaka bake sewban fofana ngeten ko ngai jayi tola min na telefono fanan atata nyama anyanta tala nyami be commander la fanan be tentula mbe jayila ila commander kendola yeminke sako muskeba mi yalon ko ay commander o kenan farato jamme kontongo mbate fanan tentula mba jayila nyinno mo rajola nafati maje momo hani momo ibe se commander o keno jele ibe ta idante butumbade mo hansa endoron mbe kankularo do mon dinne be mburu jallafta kam min kankula alnya nyin carton jale mi yalon ko abe screen auto min yalon ko be screen auto wol nyaaba jalale bari min yalon ko atul be radio to atel nyaata jala bari nyimu carton balati mi yalon ko fele ya be murani silote pona bari nyin carton de femon lebe faani ngokono mi yalon ko filol bi jele neli bi jele bari nataji be kanyim bungo min dada wuloli wole be nyin carton kona nim fenjama bayre nyemmari be Angleterre janna ka fengol leki Gambia container uto nyin fengolo nyin carton ba mi yalo ko be lorenten amunta kunun suto ya foko ala bitiko be dami wala mu Dr. Aissatou Touré da suwo nyaati le ngala je andu jikata ko parar katara jere so ala bitiko be wolto bari chabo be mimbulu way da sorone atata birim fano kata enata ya tarabu bitik budabe yelle andu femol be faram bitiko kono bari amari man femol samba nyin carton wala samba so tumando bide ate amira fo nyin carton mu teleleti bari tele mantra nyin carton kono filo lebe faringa kono nim parla nin nelu so amari be alon ko wala fango tamu bitiko nyin to ko to nyalo aya lone ko mi ya cika aya cika nyinna kama amira fo television no bide bari carton nyin mu tele carton wala ti bari fengol nyin min bije ajikita ko wote wo mari na fara so ko momo ya lon ko keda nyin fengol jelati doron walla ya jelaji ise fero ke yin nombal commande memo asante birkama sate kono 7406905 7406905 ako momo nyin carton futandala bari atete na fala barate ya lon nebe na famin kelala imari de abe jusu nyabura ngo dile la mi ya lon ka bita kanyana dala si wile fula dala si teme lulu anunga lon ko niya telefona ya sunyale de pour ya mera fotele le bije ni tata faye wotele wa fitu mando bije tina nye wile fulo sotla dukari hani atele telon suwoti fero ke kumandiro ke ya samba ya foko ya tombone hani atele seda do jemi safali ya tombone danko fenti yo nyin sala femon soto so mbe number repeat la again albe damen kumandila wala mo 7406905 7406905 Rumbadi ngolo intelle mo nyora commande laru ngal tentu ngal jayi a Gambia de nyantale nga bala fa nyoy andu Gambia de nyantale nga kutu nyoy bare Gambia nyantale ka kemmodu timini alon ko be tonya fasala nga fo janden ko wato ninga tonya fo ko pamodu pareta fitino lo wudindira jumalle ko fo mini alon ko wolle fo mo fitina wudindira bi mbe fadera la kibaro la mo kanin kibar koton nga moy iko almamo do ka ko mi kebu cham ko kebu cham le fana amuru da ko da ngay kawando ko yala tata la fam faye de mulum anata tolma fo ye de bari yalon kawandilal nyanda min jibela Gambia e kawandila horoma aya bunya sapane ka fo alako kila ko Gambia ko yo horoma de bari kawandilal nyanta fenne folay londo soto minto ye kuwolu tuje e man londo soto minto bari kawandila ate kala no kebi ti kube jaro kawandila buka keno kube jaro KBJ kube jaro wala kube long kawandila buka ke woti ika dole londo mo wala tika dole long do fanay dolong ila o do mon dingo long wala ne kay londo ni do mon din londo ron e koy londo la soto ni akunna falen londo dolong nyantale ngo long banko mi alon ka boko Gambia ni nada jibe Gambia statistic kamune foy ko tawotan konondo nin talamu misiri moment wala keme o keme tanko nondo nin konondo wala tanko nondo nin lulu wobe mu misiri moment nimbe ka ala batule on a daily basic daily prayers 5 times a day ibuka wala ni fotata Gambia idunta jame ngol kono nata fango be jame ngol min kono akaka wando ke jame ngol min kono Gambia ko mu misiri moment long time moya fo nyatubabu lunta wonata Gambia bare evangelist long akalafta mo million kilinne bendila pour ila messayale nyanta kana ka diamo mo de saka Africa kono jibabe mo million bendino la dami bare ako ala miro ta ya mira c'est possible no Guinea Bissau domandi ako bara lene ko Gambia te possible la woto domandi e kay mona ina te possible la Gambia ako bidate ya singolo Gambia montaro wati luru wala wati nani abuka femwe fo Allah akbar jami'o to sako bi Gambia itata dawoda jami'o bije misiro bije ibuka jamfanyo la fam so wala o banko misirmu siata inata Gambia fananjibe kabiri 1965 well before 1965 Gambia manke sariyam bankoti Gambia mo democracy bankolete muna ke democracy banko carte fayo da kake kaman salondi nimo carte fayo be caring obviously ibe do sotala le membije but ibe do sotala mi yalon ko wala tamandire yam nyama wori nyabo wori be la felale pour kana ka o pala sota nyinne opposition ol sambana sai ninga ka wandila soton na nyimbanko ka mi yalon ka kata minna ko opposition yamo ala sokolet ataran tulungalon ko o manke tonyat bari ngani opposition ya ni ngani ya jawya sambaji ibe ala sokol kawando kono ni ngani ya jawya sambaji ibe ala sokol maralo kono ni ngani ya jawya sambaji ibe ala sokola ala malla fi ngani ya jawya bari ngana ngamfonyo ka alqurano translate skeletally ka jako nyinolo e ka mansale soso wala ni ka mansale soso nyim mansale bebe yuru yara la min noma amono opposition otide alka mo kafiro dal ko jamme nyanta ka fa because jamme bi jali wala fonya ko opposition li nyanta le kefa ko rasulle o fo malo nyaadi ni la mansa soso nada moy almame keba fana nakatandina ko na kondiro ko ngabula mansa no mahana tara ka bute la kan na femal leta go alunga politiko la da bonde woto kafo ha opposition ol bukala fi moye mansala kuma di mafo ngo ni mansala kuma di mafo o muy teleti bari fata kafo moli yako opposition olu dino manson opposition yana sa munde mbeke ni adara dino manson opposition yana wati jumala ale baro tubinde albe baro min noma wati jumala ale atubinde kato ko nin dino nim mola ke opposition oti woyete ke kafirot wala ni ka muruna misilme yako ne nyanda tubila do mandi kati bota kon la fokaba alinga hakilolto alinga gambia tuja alin kana son na grid nkono batol ngana songa ya sabu na fitino wole de nyamba koka andu wate telle ka taralo rin membarol kam ha alinga duwa nyamba ko fitino kana kaje fitino kana alinga duwa kairola ni fango site la moyla ika munda ko nyimban kode fitina ba haina kanana atara nada gambia be carte fayo la kabiri wati juma gambia be carte fayo fo bile carte fayo kabiri tolma wulu ke bu chama wulu folo gambia ko be carte fayo fo bino fo nyindon carte fayo wati folot alinga hakilot wala wakamala badi wal ngamol betendu ngali jayi bari be manso tentula ala mba jayila mba warandela tenturo ani jairo ani warandero mi yalon ko amanda dulaso wala mena bi fanande na nyawala ni mimbe kere nga datine ala toba senu na bismillahir rahmanir rahim ngadani min na fonsa kumfano nin alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin afele ayna duwari jabi bi fanan wala mba tentula mba jayila mba warandela tenturo ani jairo ani warandero mi yalon ko amanda dulaso kala kilo blande ko bide yaye money transfer services wala burobe na nyum programme nyum koto mimbe keri bi itonnen taf africa global wala mbe tentula mbe jayila famfam so wakamara butumbade ngolo bi ngamin kaja woram nyinde ko abeta keno na wato politiko bari bi ngamin kaja woram nyinde ko TRC la recommendation on nyanta fintilale and no amount of intimidation and indiamo member bala yaya jametita kitiola momo be decision tala o decision ota but yaya jamme is going to face justice ana tere kanonte don pamodo boja bedanna janne fonin ala mbeni si wati kotenna ala baraka baake bi fanan membe keren na sata wala
Yaya Instant Services, the coolest and most awesome way to send and receive money worldwide. We're simple, swift, and secure. Send money in 3 simple steps. Select country, add receipt details, and remit the amount. Super fast and easy with unbeatable rates. Get funds deposited directly into your bank account in the Gambia with no third parties involved. Our coverage includes UK and Ireland, Europe, and all over Africa. Transfer money with any device and get an instant email or SMS notification. In fact, transfer money and have it received within minutes. Visit us at www.yaye.co.uk and get instant access to latest rates, free calculator, mobile top-up, track your transactions live wherever you may be, and so much more. Contact us today and revolutionize value for monetary transactions. Available now on the Apple App Store and Android Market.
TAF Africa Global Walle Office da sona yarim ba sotalie ila madiba molo kono mimbe TAF Burfoot Garden silabaka nin commercial office holdung in 24-hour security system la nata standby generator air condition conference room mi yalan ko nila staff sul sala mitino sotoje ani fansung cash power ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka warata ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ko pour mo lene taraje ta batala ni atrebo office nyinin kam mi yalan ka nila doko be nyomoyla wotela nyiniro be dafa katun TAF Africa Global yanyin commercial officer le sotale la TAF madiba mall bumba kono mimbe Burfoot Garden silabaka na telephone bundal kumane ba memo 733-3363 733-3363 hani kabin email info@tafafricaglobal.com alabaka.
Alhaji Muhammadu Kora, Akira Paleko, Rani Akelten, Abu Majalada,